All right. Hello, everybody,
Hello.
and welcome.
Hi there. Hi.
Talk.
Welcome to More Pooh Talk.
Thanks, guys, for coming out.
Yeah, welcome to the brand new channel, the Armchair Imagineers. We're christening it with a late episode of More Pooh Talk.
We did it. We're right on
As
time.
we should.
We told you guys in the forum, 9:41.
Yep, 9:30 somewhere.
Yeah.
Probably Greenland.
Yeah, Green. Who even knows what's going on in Green?
I don't. Who cares what's going on in Greenland?
We're off to a great start, boys. We're off to an amazing start.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so we got 2 weeks worth of projects to get through because last week we were setting this whole thing up. But we didn't get to it. So let's start with that, which is Stanza
8, I believe. The show.
Stanza 8, the show. Which would have been a better name for this current stanza, but
yeah,
I agree, but it's okay. It's okay.
Here we go. And this was the final of the D&D stanzas.
Yes.
But it won't be the last of D&D you'll see on this channel. Hint, hint, hint.
Oh.
It's perfect. Good. Strap in, boys and girls. We're here.
Yeah.
Cosmic Terrace at Legoland Dubai. I'm really glad that they chose Legoland Dubai. I think that was a very unique choice.
Yeah, I was worried no one was going to do it.
It's cool to see somebody finally work at Legoland, especially Dubai. So.
Is this the first time we've ever seen someone do a Legoland project?
Probably not.
No, because I know we did one in Sorcerer's Apprentice 5.
Oh.
But it was for like Legoland New York. We had to create a advertisement for it or something. All I remember was photoshopping Lego guys.
I still can't believe they put that where they did. It's such a weird place for it.
Yeah.
It's in the middle of the Catskill. Anyway, any opening thoughts about this bad boy?
This is my first time seeing this round of projects.
So they did Cosmic Terrace at Legoland Dubai Resort.
Yeah, you see that. Featuring the Lego City monorail. Yeah. Very impressive.
Yeah, so the prompt for this was to create a restaurant ride tie together, I believe.
Okay.
So
yes.
Like Blue Bayou or Blue Bayou.
Yeah. Like Blue Bayou or Blue Bayou.
That one restaurant by Grand Fiesta Tour.
Yeah, Blue Bayou by the pyramids.
Yeah. Yes. Blue Bayou south of the border.
This is my second favorite Blue Bayou, personally.
I prefer spicy Blue Bayou.
Spicy.
But yeah, so they made Chef Mickey's, but Lego.
You know what? Good for them.
Yeah. One thing I will say that I think is very funny is that this is the second, maybe third. I think the second at the very least project that Space has put a hotel into it that didn't need a hotel.
I think it was the third.
I thought so. Space just keeps throwing in hotels where they're not needed, but they're good. They're really good. I still like them. I just think it's funny.
It's certainly a way to stand. It's certainly a way to stand out.
Absolutely.
Oh
yeah. This idea is pretty solid. You know what it needs? It needs a hotel.
Yeah.
you basically made the contemporary.
Yeah. But I really like the idea behind it. It's interesting too because we were talking about doing Space for a hot minute. So it's cool to see someone do that because I do think that Space is something that isn't really represented at Legoland because they focus more on city and ninjas and adventure.
And city ninja adventures.
You're right, they do. So yeah, I definitely appreciate for that. I really enjoy the hotel. I think it's a really good addition.
Yeah, it's cool. I would like to stay at this hotel.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, it's a nice hotel. We do have confirmation it's the second that Space did because Shannon did the other hotel.
Aha.
Yeah.
But it is the third hotel.
It's the third in the comp.
All right, so it's the third in the trilogy of unnecessary, or not unnecessary, but not required hotels.
Yes. Are we going to make this a quadrilogy?
Well, maybe.
Stay tuned.
I want to see somebody work a hotel into their very small plot of land for their musical.
Yeah, please, somebody work a hotel into this musical.
I would, for the sheer ballsiness of it, I would love to see it.
So
We're doing
a musical hotel.
Yeah, we're doing Grand Budapest Hotel. It's like a full musical every day, but there's no stage.
Okay,
just happens at different
okay.
points around the hotel.
Okay, but like, no joking. That would actually be a really good musical.
Oh, I agree. There's a lot of Wes Anderson would be really. It's quirky enough.
There should just be a Wes Anderson musical like The Seussical. Just combine all of the wackiness. I want to see Fantastic Mr. Fox interact with Jacques Cousteau.
Oh my god.
That's all I want.
It's Steve Zissou.
Yes, I want him to show up on the Isle of Dogs. That's all I need.
Nice.
It's
Anyway.
just mad enough to work.
You're right.
All right. Anyway, yeah, cool hotel.
Yeah.
On to the restaurant.
Yeah. So this was the important part.
This is Chef Mickey.
Yeah.
Yep.
It says it right there in the picture.
Yep.
Yeah, Chef Mickey's
You can't
Cosmic
hide it from
Terrace.
us by it. Yeah. Chef Mickey's Cosmic Terrace. It's perfect.
That would be perfect. That would be.
Yeah, that's what every restaurant
Okay.
in Disney should be called. Like Chef Mickey's the subtitle.
Yeah, Chef Mickey's colon.
Yeah. Chef Mickey's Cosmic Rays Starlight Cafe.
Yes.
Chef Mickey.
Chef Mickey presents Hollywood and Vine.
I don't think anyone wants to put their name.
Chef
on it.
Mickey's Victorian Alberts. It's perfect.
Chef Mickey's
When you-
Cinderella's Royal Table.
Yeah,
Anyway.
I read the menu for Cosmic Terrace.
Yeah, so do I.
Yeah. I
real good.
appreciate the seating chart.
I think as
Looks
well.
like a bunch of lines and dots, but I appreciate it.
It looks a little small. I'm just thinking this right now.
It does. That's
But it's okay.
Anyone on Team Space who is here, is this to scale?
Well, if it's to scale, no one's fitting in there. Is this a restaurant for ants? But no, I really like the menu. I mean, kind of by its nature, but I feel like the restaurant could use a little bit more, like theming wise. But it's kind of hard when it's in like a hotel.
Yeah. Hey, I love me some lamb chops.
Yeah, lamb chops are good. B Wolf said that it was that they had. I think they had issues doing this. They came up with space early, but
But then they forgot how to do it.
yes, completely. Yeah, they all forgot how to write. Like but yeah, menu's cool. Really good choice of food. I appreciate doing more like Middle Eastern, Mediterranean type food.
I mean, like weird fact, but I'm pretty sure that lamb is one of the few or one of the only meats that any religion in the world can eat.
Sounds right.
yeah. I think that's correct.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sounds right. I can't think of any religions that don't allow lamb.
Yeah. Lamb, goat.
Yeah, goat's weird. I don't like goat. It's too fatty.
Yeah, I can't
So
get.
when have you ever tried goat?
At a Nepalese restaurant, they had goat randomly, like years and years ago.
Okay.
Like the meat was good, but there was just too much fat.
my uncle raised goats and made them into meatballs, and
Oh, that sounds good.
yeah, they weren't too bad because like the fat was like ground up into the meatballs.
Yeah. Note to self: goat meatballs.
Goat meatballs. Yeah. Our second sponsor of the week.
Right.
That's the restaurant.
Then onto the attraction, the Lego City monorail. I love me a monorail.
Yeah, monorails are great.
Who doesn't love a monorail?
Yeah.
And it's a solid choice to go with like a more vintage Lego set for this one.
No, absolutely. My only concern is that it's a space hotel with a city monorail.
So yeah, meat is not allowed on Good Friday or most Fridays during Lent, if I'm not mistaken. But that doesn't.
Yeah, it's true.
That doesn't mean that meat is not allowed. It's just like specific days you can't eat it. So the point,
and not every Catholic practices that. So yeah, it's like a weird gray area.
If I didn't, my parents would probably hang me. So
I remember my mom called me a heathen one time, and now joke's on her because she doesn't do it either. So we're both going to hell.
I'm going to hell anyway. So if the meat's what puts me there. So be it.
Could you imagine you're dead, you're at the pearly gates, and then whoever's in charge of letting you in just, no, you ate meat on Fridays, go.
It's fair, but if that's what it does, that's what does me in. I'm cool with it. I made my peace. But yeah,
anyway.
This monorail.
Yeah, the monorail, which looks like it leads into the Lego City Space Lab.
Yes.
Which I suppose is our space connection.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I just kind of wish that the actual monorail played more into the space theme.
Yeah. It could have been like a
monorail.
You could do like a shuttle to space or something like Lego.
Yeah, like a sleeker monorail that's less city themed.
Monorail.
Yeah,
because
I'm pretty sure like one of the space sets has a monorail.
I'd imagine. I mean,
yeah, I could be wrong, but
I have like a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's I think the part I had the most issue with this was that the attraction and the restaurant were pretty like they weren't super connected.
Yeah, no, I agree.
That was the point of the prompt, and I feel like out of the three, this was the one that kind of missed the mark on that one.
Yeah, because I mean, the monorail, like that's kind of like right in the middle of the gray area of what's an attraction and what isn't.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah,
that's cool.
You see them for when they want to up the attraction count, but like.
Also, I have confirmation there was a classic space set with a monorail, so I am learned in Lego. I'm a normal human. But yeah, I agree. I think it could have been integrated a little better, and I think if there was like some sort of shift in focus, or even if they themed the restaurant after the monorail and made like a monorail cafe or something like that.
No, a monorail restaurant would be really cool.
Yeah.
When Disney World announced the dining around like at all the hotels, and they have like the little dining package for a while, I thought you were going to be eating on the monorail.
Yeah.
That would be fun, though.
My dumbass thought Ohana was going to like bring you the plate.
They have the monorail crawls now.
Well, yeah. Not right now, I'd imagine.
Oh, wait.
I can still do it.
TV has a good point here.
Yeah, capybara.
Capybara is technically a fish.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Which is not at all scientifically accurate, but cool.
Yeah.
I've worked with capybaras, and they never wanted to go into the water.
It may not be scientifically accurate, but is it religiously accurate?
According to the Pope.
Yeah.
And and he is the leading
He is.
yeah, he's the leading.
He's
God, I can't get my words out.
it's okay. You're doing your best.
Yep.
All right.
Yes,
Anyway.
it is a rodent, but it is classified as a fish according to the Catholic Pope, who came from Argentina, I believe.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, but which
Well,
Pope said
this
that?
is long before
Yeah.
Pope Francis, who I adore.
Was it?
Was it Pope
Was it
Leo?
before him?
Yeah. This is old, I think. Like
Oh,
1600, 1700.
I thought it was going to make sense from like the South America.
Well, I think that's why they did it.
It's a really interesting story because during the conquering of Latin America, TB has it right here.
Aha.
Basically, they really needed like something to eat that did allow for the faith. So the Pope basically went, capybara is a fish.
He
Interesting.
said, "Look at this," in a very thick Italian accent. He said, "Look at this."
Look at this.
Look at the fish. Lego Hidden Side at Legoland Dubai. This was another really, really unique poll. That
It was. I've never seen Legoland Dubai used before, so it was really cool seeing someone work with a Legoland park, especially Dubai.
Right, and the Hidden Side was such a unique property to pick too.
Absolutely.
Never seen that one done either. So this altogether made for a very unique project.
Just one of a kind pick here. Nothing like it.
No, I agree. Oh shit, this is us. I thought we were doing the other one. I just looked at it. I was drinking coffee and I just read it. So this was the rightful winner.
Yeah, this is Team Time's work, and this is the one that I was actually project manager on.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And Dash did a great job. I was very absent because I was getting drunk in a town. But I was here for a little bit of it.
Not any specific town, just a town.
It was Misawa. It's where the Air Force base is. I saw a weird amount of English. I saw a weird amount of Americans. They were all very loud.
Makes sense.
They were all dressed very Americanly.
Americanly is
Yeah,
that,
like
is
white,
that a
like
proper
white
adverb?
t-shirt. No, it's not, but I'm making it one because I am a rightist and no one can stop me. No, by that I mean like a man with a barrel chest in like a white t-shirt and black basketball shorts and slides in the middle of Japan.
During the winter.
Yeah, it's America. It's little America. It was like being in the inverse of a Chinatown. It was really
But so yeah, we went with Hidden Side for this project, which when I had been like a little familiar about the Hidden Side set before, and it's a really neat sort of idea of a line within the Lego brand, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I like it when they do like the haunted house series.
Yeah, I mean, it's not Monster
they're
Fighter,
really good.
but
Yeah.
I'll always be partial to Monster Fighters.
I remember that. I really want their new haunted house.
I wanted it to be like the Haunted Mansion idea that was like floating around for a while for the anniversary, but it didn't.
Yeah. I don't think it got enough signatures. But
yeah, I don't know, but I would have loved that because I have the castle.
Ooh.
And I'm waiting on the Winnie the Pooh. I'm waiting for the Winnie the Pooh one.
What about the train station?
See, I was gonna get the train station, but I don't like the figures.
No, that's fair.
I picked up
I
Goofy's phone, and it's like I don't need it.
Yeah.
I want the castle, but I don't want to spend $600 on a Lego.
600. I thought it was 350.
Yeah, it's $350. Unless it's been
I
retired now.
digress.
But
I don't
yeah,
think it
my
has.
sister and I split it
Oh.
at the beginning of quarantine. She built it, and she's like, "All right, I'm done."
Yeah.
Like we built it
All done,
together.
all yours.
Yeah, she's like, "This is yours now."
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway.
So
Project.
yes, we have our attraction, the Ghosts of Hidden Side, as designed by Sharon and Susan and Theme Park Breeze.
Who came up with the idea for this? Was this Sharon and Susan, or was this someone else?
I want to say Sharon and Susan might have been the one to make the push for this, along with the whole augmented reality element, which, of course, natural fit concerning the line.
Yeah, absolutely.
But honestly, I really dug this sort of idea of giving guests, and in particular kids, the option of if they want this to be a bit more tame, or if they'd like it to be a little more spooky.
Yeah, that was something that I was talking about when we were doing like brainstorming, because we were talking about using flashlights, like what Team Reality ended up doing, and then we were talking about AR, and it made sense to give kids that choice, and it was like a way of having interactivity without having like direct interactivity.
No, yeah, I know that there were a few comments in the main thread about like wanting a bit more interactivity on this.
Yeah.
But honestly, I kind of felt that if we were doing this whole dynamic of that the ride could be experienced with or without the AR element, I feel like going further with the interactivity would most likely require the AR, which would potentially cause a feeling of some guests not getting the full ride experience.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with that. I think we struck a good balance in being able to like do something unique while still having some interactivity. And there's a lot of interactivity in the restaurant, so it's still there.
I mean, the fact that
Speaking of the AR stuff, here it is.
Here it is, ride system ghost hunting.
yeah, the fact that you can make a Lego ride where you're not just building the ride the whole time is better than I would have come up with. Build the ride. I don't know. Build what you want.
They just bring you to an empty field and they're like, build it.
Build it. Come on.
The
Lego
ride.
bricks.
Build it.
Yeah.
Build it. Come on. We
Do
don't
it.
have all day.
Do it. We have deadlines.
You paid for this experience.
So very spooky, very scary, but not too much.
Right. You
Yes.
still got the friendly Lego ghosts.
Yeah.
Yep. Then, yeah, starting off with the sort of
And then you have
classic
Lady E.
house setup, then moving into the more colorful settings like a theme park and a lighthouse.
Mm.
I am
Yeah,
a
it's one
And then
thing.
you have this terrifying Dean.
Nah, she's fine. She's friendly.
looks at
That's one thing I'll mention more. Sorry, in Team Reality, I like how varied our settings were. Where Team Reality was much more like grounded in its setting. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Also, can we talk about the fact that the main characters in here are fully admit that you were bait?
I want more of that in my theme park rides.
You want to be bait?
I want the main characters to be like, yeah, we totally expected you to die. But it was a sacrifice that we were willing to make.
Yeah.
Like Dinosaur, that's the best
I was
example.
just about to say. You got okay, yeah, you guys are probably going to die, but you're going to die surrounded by dinosaurs, and I think that's worth it.
That's pretty fucking metal. And then the doors open.
And I mean, an asteroid's a pretty quick way to go.
Yeah.
I'd imagine, but especially where like you're literally about to be hit by one.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like the idea of the main characters just being like, yeah, you know, you were there to bring out the ghosts.
That's really funny for Legoland, though. Like everything's so happy-go-lucky.
And then you have this one ride that's just, yeah,
They're trying
we're
to
sending
murder
y'all
you.
to die.
We fully expected you to die.
And then we've got the Boostro.
Ooh.
Astro, and you, Joker's Wild.
I consulted. I didn't write a damn word.
You're
I didn't even know that we changed
very
the
lucky
setting.
boy.
I didn't know that we changed the setting until after I came back for my part.
I absolutely love the setting, though. Like the Victorian greenhouse kind of thing. That's the aesthetic that I'm looking for in my theme park restaurants.
The Victorian greenhouse setting really does help to sort of fit that space while also like, you know, giving a bit more coverage to hide like the actual in-ride elements as well.
Yeah. I mean, like, because you have like, I mean, like you have stuff like Crystal Palace, which is pretty much that aesthetic right there.
Yeah, for a while this was supposed to be a crypt, and we ended up shifting to a greenhouse. But
You made the right decision.
I think it worked out really well.
Crypts are all fun and dandy, but like,
Well, a lot of that was because we were taught, like we had ideas for like a visual of like the ghost coming out from like the roof of the crypt, and like it was supposed to be like that's where the French chef was buried or like interred, and then they overtook it, and then he just came back and he made it a restaurant. Like stuff like that.
I just want to point out, I love that. Just ghosts.
Ghosts.
With a link. There's a link there.
Click it. Where's it bring you?
Copy.
Oh, it actually doesn't take you anywhere. It's just like, but anyway, yeah. And it's actually here that we also get that mention of the spectral analyzer. Like the big sort of connective part between the restaurant and the attraction.
Yeah.
Yeah, though we can actually talk about that in the overlap section. First, this menu.
That's good. I agree with Doug that it's a little fancy for Legoland, but it's still really good.
It's a bit fancy, but I kind of like the idea of having like, you know, something a little more stand out among the other things where other Legoland restaurants are stuff like a pizza and pasta buffet.
Oh no, I absolutely agree. But I think there are ways to make French food more accessible. And I think
I want to point out, which of you monsters decided to ruin a croque monsieur by adding mushrooms to it?
We can't have ham. So it's a portobello mushroom patty instead of the meat.
I don't care. Which of you monsters decided to ruin a croque monsieur by adding mushrooms to it?
Blame Ace. I was going to make it a croque madame with turkey.
Jokers are not on my shit list right now.
Thank you. I know French food.
I, for one, want to walk into a Legoland and be able to order just like a chicken cordon bleu.
Yeah.
That's all about. That's what I associate with Legos.
Yeah. I get the stud escargot.
I do want to point out though, why do the adults not get a crepe bar?
Because you're an adult. Adults don't like crepes.
Right.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah.
No, I'm making Making a general factual statement: adults don't like grapes.
Right.
Also, this is my French degree coming out. Macaroons and macarons are not the same thing.
You're
Whoever
right.
made this mistake, you're on my shit list.
But what does it matter? They never differentiated in the description.
That's true. Maybe they
Again,
did.
macaroons and macarons are not the same thing.
What's the difference? Educate us.
Macarons are your cookie with the delicious little filling between the two cookies,
Mm-hmm.
and macarons are coconut.
They're both French, though, right?
No,
Oh, are they not? I didn't realize that
macaroon is Swiss, I think.
Oh, okay. I thought they were both French, but just different versions of the
No.
similar thing. Whatever. Yellow Ace, go PM him right now. Message him, PM him on Twitter. Get him banned. Get him banned.
But yeah, this was a good-looking menu.
I like it.
A little bit, I agree, a little fancy for a Legoland, but
It's
that's okay.
We still won.
Because I'd rather eat that than Legoland shitty pizza.
No, you want the
Legoland
Bricksters
has
pizza.
shit pizza.
They do.
And
They've been branching out.
now we're on to our overlap and conclusion section, written by Monty Dysk with Navarro.
Yes.
And yeah, essentially the big connective function that we went with, more than just the restaurant guests getting to see riders in the graveyard scene through the windows of this greenhouse, we have this big element of the spectral analyzers, basically tablets on the tables where guests can design their own ghosts, and when they summon them by basically clicking an accept button, that ghost will then appear to the riders on hidden screens over the greenhouse as they pass by.
Oh, that's cool. That's really cool.
Yeah, so it's not just Blue Bayou, maybe the big attraction restaurant combo that most people bring up, but Blue Bayou is just the restaurateurs see the diners see the riders, and the riders see the diners. Here, we're actually letting the diners actually do something that contributes to the rider's experience.
Yeah. No, I think this was a great idea, and I think it was a great way to, and it's very Legoland.
Oh yeah.
To allow that level of interactivity. And
Did you just go to click the push button? Don't think I'm gonna let that slip away.
It says push.
And so, yeah, that is the hidden side at Legoland Dubai. And don't forget to throw away your trash.
Right,
Yeah.
click the button. Make sure to click to throw away the.
Yeah, throw away your trash, please. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. I was kind of separate from it, so I was able to divorce myself from the concept. But I think it was really good. I definitely agree that this was the best one of the three. Sorry, everyone watching. Yeah, it was really cool.
Yeah, totally unbiased, right?
I mean, as much as I can be. I usually try to be unbiased with these. Unless I'm very personally invested in the project. Like the pinball.
All right, then we got team whatever it is.
Team Reality.
Yeah. Team Lit Year.
Yeah.
I just want to point out the concept art here. It's really good. All this concept art, I really appreciate it.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And also, can we just say, great to see somebody using Legoland Dubai.
I know.
Get used in all of these projects.
It's really cool because
Legoland Dubai was not part of the prompt, right?
no.
No, it was not. It was just like sheer coincidence. Like,
I think it was you had to pick a park that wasn't the one that you worked in for the arcade.
Yes. Yeah. But we could work in Fox, the theoretical Fox.
Yeah, because somebody threw out an awesome idea that if we hadn't used Warner Brothers World Abu Dhabi for the arcade round, we could have done a dark ride of Batman versus the Penguin and have the Iceberg Lounge as the restaurant.
Yeah. But it's really cool to see Legoland. I don't think it's very unique.
Yeah, very unique, and especially using the hidden side line of Legos.
Yeah, absolutely. Using hidden side, Legoland Dubai, it's just the trifecta of uniqueness, and I really appreciate the effort that went into this prompt, and I appreciate how different it was. So
Yeah.
Anyway, this is Team Realities or Times?
This is reality.
Yeah.
No, I know.
I have to ask with the Horizons comparison. Is Mickey Nerd on this team?
I think he is.
Has to be.
Yeah.
It reference Horizons. It has to be.
Tegan is too, and I think she is her Epcot stand because I see them both talking about fucking Epcot.
See, I can't tell what Tegan's into because the messages go by so quickly.
That's very true. That's very fair.
Yeah. I feel that. I feel that energy though.
Yeah. Oh, looks like I just threw up a comment of apparently they started with the farm setting first, then thought, hey, maybe put in ghosts, then go with hidden side.
Oh.
I really like that line of thinking. How you just start adding ghosts to it. You're like, well, we're here now. I guess we're doing it.
I mean, doesn't that ever happen? You're just designing a farm, and then all of a sudden, boom, ghosts.
Start adding ghosts. I just picture someone doing concept art, and they just can't stop themselves. They keep adding ghosts.
I think it's
hell.
They just don't know how to draw legs.
Mickey Nerd's on space.
But they just
also thank you for putting Mickey Nerd in his place. He needs bullying. So.
Yeah, I think
kids. The problem with kids today, they aren't bullied enough.
Especially with this pandemic, they don't have that bullying experience. It's not cyberbullying. You can walk away from that.
I was bullied, and I turned out just fine.
Oh no! Why are we having this conversation?
No.
Oh no!
All right. Onto this attraction. I do appreciate the different angle of augmented reality that they went with.
Yeah, they went with what we almost did, but didn't go with. But I think it was done very well. I appreciate the explanation of the technology.
Oh yeah, complete with the little GIF demonstrating how it feels stuff.
Yeah.
The technology reminds me of the Monsters Inc. ride in Tokyo.
Yes, yeah, that was something we were talking about too. But yeah, I think this is cool.
And we have our Sharpie Queen.
Yeah. I love me some hand-drawn artwork.
Yeah, it's great.
I also want a Lego farm set to come out again. That's a good quality one, because there hasn't been one in a while. There was a medieval farm, part of the castle line, way back. It might have been 2012 or something.
They just came out with the blacksmith.
Yeah, but I can't justify the money.
What is it, 200? 160?
Something like that.
Yeah. But it makes a lot of sense why this is a farm now.
Mm-hmm.
I can also see where you started adding the ghosts.
I think it would be way funnier if you just never themed it to hidden side and there were just ghosts. as part of your farm
No
ride.
explanation.
Just random ghosts.
Yeah. Peep that My Little Pony scene. There they are. Gen 5.
That a Hasbro? Who owns My Little Pony?
I think it's Hasbro. I think you're right.
My Little Pony, friendship is haunted.
That's the one.
Yeah, it's Hasbro. Hasbro's teaming up with their arch nemesis Lego to make a joint ride at Legoland.
It's a creepypasta ride. It's like the Lego SCP ride.
Now there's a line that I would not mind seeing.
The SCP line. God.
So yeah, you build the little figures, but they move whenever you're not looking at them.
Stop that.
Exactly.
You put them all on your shelf and they're just not.
They always move under your feet.
It's the weeping angels thing.
Yeah. But in Lego form, they're friendlier.
Yeah.
There is a Lego.
Debatable.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyway, back to the ride. It's very good.
Yeah.
It is.
I really appreciate the concept art. I don't know who did it, but it's good. It's really good. In the chat, quick, who did the concept art? Because I like it and it's different. I don't recognize the art style, so it might be someone new.
Yeah,
But-
maybe it was a ghost.
It could have been. I was
Tegan.
Tegan. Cool. Great. She's
All
done
Tegan
concept.
but the gift.
Cool. Great.
I love
Hey, that's
these
Nigel's
people.
thing. Leave him alone.
Where is Nigel? I missed
I don't
that
know.
child.
I miss Nigel.
Come
I
back.
miss being roasted in the comments.
That's a new channel. We don't do that.
I love it.
Oh
Right.
yeah, and onto the restaurant, the Meadow.
Yeah.
Yeah, which, definitely seems like a charming place.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Like I like the atmosphere. It's real
Yeah.
good. Cool. I think after this it's just recipes.
Yeah, there was definitely some padding here by just cracking open a cookbook.
There's like 10 pages of
Yeah.
recipes. I like them. The recipes look great.
Oh my god. I love
And it's
bread.
it's
So
very Lego to have you go to a restaurant and you cook your own food. You build it yourself.
Yeah, why isn't Legoland capitally just making people cook dinner?
They should be cheaper.
yeah,
They
you don't
just
have
gotta
to. You don't have to have chefs. You just
supply the
here's the
ingredients.
recipe. Go nuts.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's a good 15 or 16 slides worth. Of
I know. It's just recipes upon recipes. Someone was very excited about food.
Trash cans
Yep, and trash cans. You can never forget the
and
trash
Budweiser
cans.
Zero.
You can never forget Budweiser Zero.
But I think those are the two new staples of every project is they should all include trash cans and Budweiser Zero,
Yeah, I agree.
which do not belong in the trash can.
Yeah.
They belong in the recycling can.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Once you're done sipping up that delicious piss water.
So you're done pouring it down the drain.
Oh yeah, right where it belongs.
Yeah. So that's all of them. I can make autumn foods any day. What are you talking about?
Don't abide by
But
the
it's
sheet.
spring.
I'm from New England. It's not hard.
Autumn food is always.
Yeah.
We get 1 month of autumn and 11 months of winter around here. So we can eat whatever we want whenever we want.
All right. So yeah, that was stanza 8. Now on to stanza 9.
Yeah, any final
What
thoughts
time
about
was
stanza 8? My missing getting rousted.
I think he means roasted.
No, I know what he means.
What an unfortunate typo.
But the joke still works.
Autumn food would be like apple stuff and pumpkin stuff,
Squash.
stews, Thanksgiving-y food. Basically the food you can buy in Liberty Square.
Yep.
At the Liberty
You're
Tree
out.
Tavern, I
Yeah.
would consider to be fall food. Yeah. So, any final thoughts about this guy before we move on to the next one?
No, I think it was a unique project. It was nice to. I thought it was a Legoland prompt until I read the prompt, and
It was not.
That was
Nope.
funny.
Everyone just decided to use Legoland Dubai, which fair enough. I don't know why, but fair enough.
I think it just kind of happened that way because
Yeah.
we did WB already. Obviously, we did Fox. I don't know where the other arcades were. Oh no, they were all in WB. No, 2 of them were in WB. And I don't know where the Marvel one was.
Oh yeah, the Marvel one was IMG Worlds of Adventure.
Thank you. Yeah. So you're kind of running out of parks.
Fair
You
enough.
guys
And also,
Safari World Dubai, which is like one of the largest zoos in the Middle East.
I didn't even find that. I didn't even know that was a thing.
I don't know if it's opened yet,
Oh, that could be why.
but it's the sole reason I want to go to Dubai.
Yeah.
I have nothing else to drive me there. The big zoo. Give me a big zoo, and
I mean, Animal Kingdom is your favorite park.
it is by a really, really long shot.
Yeah.
Like I could do just.
But, I
Animal
mean,
Kingdom.
Animal Kingdom is not a zoo.
It
It's
is.
not.
I would fight anyone who said that to me there. One day I want to work there, and I want to tell people I am definitely a zookeeper and explain why Animal Kingdom is one of the best zoos, and people need to stop hating zoos.
Yeah, I'm on the side as well of Animal Kingdom is a zoo. It is a very nice zoo with some great rides, but it is still a zoo.
Yeah.
It's a great zoo.
But they should not include Zootopia because that's not about zoos.
But it has zoo in the name.
Right, therefore, and so doesn't the zookeeper's wife, but I don't want an attraction based on that.
They should put the wild in.
I agree with that for sure.
I want Eric Idle Koala. That's what I'm waiting for. Anyway, I don't think Tiki is joining us, so I think we can just move
He
on.
said in the chat that we get to control our asylum tonight. But this is our asylum. We opened it, built it on the hands of our own
Hubris.
prisoner bot. Yeah.
We've seceded.
They gave the prisoners the too many nights of soggy mashed potatoes that they built their own penitentiary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Friendship ended when Say wants to be an Imagineer.
No friendship ended.
No, we just got the warden arrested with us.
Yeah, we're direct competitors now. We're gonna steal Blue Dragon 5.
Oh God, no.
The best part is he'll never see this. But yeah,
I want to message him on Skype and say you're coming with us.
We're stealing you. Get over here.
but yeah, it's on to stanza 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
This is the most recent one.
Yep, which also I'll say that for the next few stanzas, I'm honestly kind of excited to be doing prompts involving Universal Studios.
Yeah, like it's interesting. I put this in a PM. One thing that I'm really glad that we're working Universal, but I'm also tired of movie props. I really want to do something original, but I am glad that we're in Universal. It's definitely really cool, and it's been a lot of fun.
I'm glad they're not at IOA either. Like every Imagineering that I've done with Universal has either been at IOA or the hypothetical at this point, Epic Universe or whatever the hell.
They're making it again. It started. They just started construction again.
Okay.
Oh yeah, construction launched back up. But yeah, no, I appreciate working in Universal Studios Florida because even with I like the basic idea of Universal Studios, and it's had some classic attractions over the years. But it's also a kind of flawed park as well, so there's room to where you can have a bit more fun in imagining. Okay, well, what if we tweaked this or replaced that?
Name one flaw.
All I'm gonna say is if they get rid of ET, we're rioting.
They won't, because unless Spielberg dies, so we got a good 10, 20 years of ET.
Quick, someone find the secret to immortality and give it to Spielberg.
He said that he won't work with Universal again if they tear it down.
We gotta steal the secret to immortality from Betty White, and that's not something I'm willing to let happen.
No, it's not. Unless we give it to Dolly.
Well, she already has it too.
Still doing fine. Yeah,
it's her, Betty White, and the Queen. We can take it from the Queen.
Yeah, we can take it from the Queen.
Yeah,
she does. We don't need her.
She doesn't do anything.
We don't need the Queen.
They're so 1900s.
But no, I really appreciate working in Universal Studios proper. It's definitely different. Yeah, and I think this prompt is pretty unique as well.
Yeah. So Charlie's Chocolate Factory.
Yeah.
Which is based on the 1971 Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory.
Yeah.
There are just so many links in this. I kind of want to click on every single one.
Do it. You won't.
I hope it just links you to the actual Wikipedia page.
Probably would. I would think it would. Maybe not. Nothing happened. Unless, oh no, you're off of it. I know. Did it actually link?
There are links.
Yeah.
You might be disappointed.
Oh. Is it just Budweiser Zero?
Actually, no. It's not Budweiser Zero.
Oh, it's better.
Is it Rickrolling?
It's much better.
It's definitely just Rickrolling. It's gotta be.
It is all Rickrolls.
It's all Rickrolls.
It's always been Rickrolls.
Good.
Yeah, keep it muted. We don't want any copyright strikes.
We're not getting taken down first.
Yeah, we just opened this.
We are not getting taken down. We are not getting taken down the first string. We are
Budweiser Zero
happening. We are not going to let it happen.
Yeah, this was really good.
We can just ask Great Shadow Legends for.
Yeah, can you email them, please?
Yeah,
reach out to them on Twitter. We got 10 subscribers. We got 10 subscribers. Were you gonna help us out?
We got
15. Oh my, we're halfway to 30. Okay, yeah, tell them
that's Raid Shadow Legends territory.
Okay. That's like the bottom. That's like the bottom line that they require. They require 30 subscribers.
I think everyone talked about Willy Wonka.
We did not. I don't think we did.
We did not actually discuss Willy Wonka.
Okay.
No, and that's what's really surprising to me. Like, I mean this in the best way. I absolutely do not intend to start anything. This is not me starting anything. This is a genuine question to everyone. What is the justification for Willy Wonka and Doctor Who, for that matter? Because neither of them are Universal
property. Amazing.
But they're not Universal properties.
They're both amazing.
But there's no justification.
But they're both amazing.
I understand that.
Does there have to be a justification? This is Universal Studios. Is there a justification for anything?
We were doing Cartoon Network, and we were making a justification for it when we were talking about that.
Yeah, I mean, at the very least, Universal Studios has had a lot of attractions based around movies that they didn't own. Like Confrontation, that version of King Kong was owned by Paramount. Men in Black Alien Attack, based on the Sony Pictures film. So
No,
really, there's a fair number of attractions at Universal Studios that aren't actually owned by Universal Studios.
No, I mean that's fair. Like I'm not
Listen.
mad. I'm just curious.
I guess by the
Simpsons,
nature of Universal
Marvel.
Studios. I guess by the nature of Universal Studios, it can potentially feel a little bit more of an open net to work on.
That's
versus
fair.
like if you're doing a Disney park, odds are you're just going to be sticking to Disney IPs.
No, I get that. Like I said, I'm not mad. This isn't like me like starting stuff. This is me just genuinely curious because I was surprised that both of the other teams didn't do a Universal property. And there was no reasoning behind it. That was my thing. But it doesn't matter. This is not a critique. This is just me.
It's still a neat observation.
Yeah.
And speaking of observations, a suspended dark ride system was a neat choice for them to go with here.
Yeah,
It was.
The fact that it wasn't just the chocolate river.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Like,
absolutely.
That would be the obvious one. Yeah, drink. Thanks, people.
I'm also surprised that we were the only team who stuck with the simulator.
Yeah.
We talked about a dark ride as well, but I wasn't sure if the building was big enough. So I'm glad that they were able to make it.
It's a decent sized building, but like I think all the projects were relatively compact.
No, absolutely. And I think they both used like 2 floors.
Yeah.
I did want to say the Wikipedia's presentation style was super unique.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree.
There were 2 really cool presentations here.
There were, and one of them I knew how to operate.
But yeah, this is a really good ride.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
I want to go on this ride.
Yeah,
and I'm glad that they did the original and not the
Johnny Depp one.
Not the remake.
Oh my god. During lunch sometimes they play a lullaby version of the Willy Wonka song from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. And it just it's tough. But
I think I've seen like all of 10 minutes of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
It's fine. It's not the original. It's not bad. Like it's whatever.
See, I don't like either of them particularly.
Oh, really?
I don't like. This is gonna make me sound like a sociopath, but I don't like candy.
Really?
The opening sequence with all of like just the chocolate being made actually makes me like physically sick.
Oh my god.
I can't get past it, and like the chocolate river and everything, it makes me like super sick. So I can't watch it. I love Gene Wilder, and I have like memories of watching it as a kid, but like I can't watch it anymore.
Yeah, that's fair. That would have been really weird, but I would have been interested to see
I would love that. This is my childhood nostalgia talking.
I watched you guys just go past that in your brainstorming, and I would have absolutely loved that. But yeah, even though I'm not a fan of the Willy Wonka property, and this ride would probably also make me sick, I would want to ride it. I do give out candy on Halloween. My neighborhood is actually
touch it. You put on like 3 layers of latex gloves.
Right. I actually just leave it in a bucket in the middle of the driveway, and people can grab it. My neighborhood's huge for Halloween. Like we have like a big haunted house at the end of the street, and they have a block party and everything. Like I have to give out candy. I can't be the one house.
Yeah.
You can't be that one guy.
Right. We have that one guy, and he's a dentist.
Oh, really?
would think that the dentist would be giving away the most candy.
Yeah, that's fair.
But no, the chocolate factory was definitely a unique attraction. I think the planet coaster stuff, once again,
Oh
like
my
you guys
god.
found a way to make it work, and it was so good.
I need a good planet coaster.
I've had it. I've been playing it on my Mac. It's actually really fun.
Does it play on your Mac?
Yeah.
Like no issues?
I mean, it sounds like a jet engine, but yeah.
Okay, good. I'm gonna get it for Mac instead of PS4 then, because I wasn't sure if my Mac would be able to run it, because you know how Macs are.
Yeah, I have like a standard MacBook Air.
Oh, even better. Perfect. I have like a 2019 Pro, so if yours will play it, mine will play it.
Okay, yeah, yours should definitely play it then.
Yeah, that's good. I'm gonna do that.
I bought it on my PS4, but instead of actually playing it, I've just been rewatching The Lighthouse.
That's fair. I've been playing Doom. I just beat Doom Friday, so we're getting there.
I've been playing Bravely Default.
Oh, really? The first one?
No, the new one.
Oh, yeah. I was just gonna ask if that came out.
The one that just came out.
Yeah.
I love it. I love Bravely Default anyways, but
Play it. I have too many games I need to play. I started playing Xenoblade a few months ago. Anyway, any final thoughts about Team Space?
What team was that again?
Space, I think.
Yeah, we had a couple behind the scenes notes first.
Yes, we did.
oh,
Yeah, so we have Squirrel was PM. So good job to Squirrel for that one.
Squirrel.
Yeah, we got Disney Dad and Theme Park Priest were tremendous additions to the team. With Disney Dad did the exterior planet.
Yeah.
That
So
makes
Mickey
sense.
Waffle
He pays
once
for
again did.
everything.
Yeah. Mickey Waffle did the Pure Imagination on the piano. And Wonka came up early in brainstorming and maintained. They did want to do a boat ride. But they ended up with the suspended dark ride, and they made it 2 floors to accommodate the condensed space.
And that was the right choice, because Alton Towers had a Willy Wonka boat ride for the longest time, too. So it's good to see something that's not a boat ride. Yeah. Pergon, is that correct?
I played the 5th.
You just hand out zoo books? You just have a bucket of zoo books?
I have a lot of copies of zoo books. So let's just say, if you want some, come to my house this Halloween.
That sounded vaguely creepy.
You want zoo books?
Kids, do not go to Paragon's house for Halloween.
Don't do it.
Come on, kiddies, you want some zoo books?
There's no actually a street party.
You want to learn about penguins, kids?
He lives in a derelict house like a counselor.
Yeah, I'm just gonna sit there and lecture you about animals for the rest of your life. You can't escape.
He just talks about Rainforest Cafe.
The Rainforest Cafe has trickled into like my regular everyday life recently, and I'm starting to worry it's not a joke anymore.
Do you feel thunderstorms every 15 minutes?
I've brought it up a lot, and I found myself listening to the the ambiance. Like normally when I'm studying, I listen to like the Animal Kingdom Tree of Life loop, which is super, super relaxing. Yeah. I've been listening to the Rainforest Cafe ambiance, and like in the middle of it, every like couple minutes, you'll just hear volcano.
You just look up a picture of the Save the World statue and sob.
They tried to save the world, but they couldn't even save themselves.
All right. Shall we move on to the next project?
Let's
do
it.
Oh, I think we should.
I think next we got Team Time. I think that's what was up.
Yeah, before I break down Forest Cafe.
Yep. It
Yep,
is.
in time.
A Universal Journey.
Yeah. It was good. I liked
The
it.
world is a zoo. The animals can't go.
Sponsored.
There it is.
I love the ad,
Get
and
that
I love
ad revenue.
why.
Oh yeah, this we definitely discussed like a few various ideas, but
Yeah.
like this whole sort of like doing Universal's version of Great Movie Ride definitely got our attention.
Mm. I was
So
we almost did
it's
Cartoon
a
Network.
great movie ride, but all screens.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. We're also the team that chose to stick with the simulator format that has been there since Fantastic World of Hanna-Barbera.
Yeah. And a lot of that was
Okay,
space.
but consider there's already a massive simulator in Universal.
Yeah, like
but there's
every
not
one of
many
their
dark
rides.
And there are not many dark rides. So
Well, there's also not a huge a huge amount of space for this particular attraction, which admittedly, our teams have demonstrated ways of how we all worked with that space. So we just sort of worked with the hand that we were dealt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought this was definitely a unique way to incorporate a great movie ride kind of thing. Also, yes, Rainforest Cafe's food is awful, but I go anytime I have the opportunity because I also love it.
you're not going to Rainforest Cafe for the food. If you are, I have many concerns for you.
Right, you go for the atmosphere and you go for the really cheap Mai Tai. And then you drink 8 of them and you cry in front of the Save the World statue. From experience. But the Universal Journey was good. I think as we get into it, I like the idea of making it like a Star Tours kind of esque thing where it's like a simulator and you go through like randomized sequences. I do wish there was a little more randomization to it. Not like it needs more scenes, but I certainly would have liked to see different options. I think the ones you picked were absolutely great, but there were a couple like stories that I think would have been really neat to see, where everything was kind of like you got Jaws, you got Jurassic Park, you got Woody Woodpecker, but like all those, I guess Jaws didn't really have a presence at the park anymore.
Also,
it closed. But
can we talk about the fact that your first movies are either Frankenstein or Woody Woodpecker? Those are two very, very different beasts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, with some of the film selection, I did at least want to get like a variety of different sort of movies and projects from Universal Studios for the stuff that I picked. And admittedly, looking back, I could have probably tinkered with some more stuff and some more like or other movie selections like. Honestly, I think I might take the idea of this attraction and tinker with it a bit on my own time, maybe in my Imagineering Toy Box thread. But yeah, starting off with something very old school like Frankenstein or Woody Woodpecker, I feel is still like a solid idea to go with.
Oh yeah, I just think that these are two very, very different options with no middle ground.
Yeah, it was.
Because
And there are also two that are. I don't know. I think I know that Woody Woodpecker was like, for these guys, they tossed around Woody Woodpecker like being the host for the ride. I just wonder how relevant Woody Woodpecker actually is.
He's not.
Yeah,
Right.
but Universal still uses him as a mascot.
Do they?
Yeah, to an
Do they?
extent.
I think the Minions have kind of replaced him.
Yes and no, but we can't use minions.
Yeah, there was actually a rule for this this attraction that we could not feature any references to Despicable Me.
Yeah. And yeah, like Woody Woodpecker was almost the host for this too. And then we ended up going with Dash's original character, which is great. Yeah, Woody Woodpecker as a whole was something we were discussing for like the theme too, like Walter Lantz in general.
Yeah. Sorry, that noise is very distracting.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm sorry, we don't know what it is. We can't figure it out.
Yeah.
Sounds like rolling dice, but the two people who play with dice here, I'm not doing it. And I don't think Nikki Fan is.
No, that's me. Sorry.
Oh,
Do
it's
you?
okay.
Okay.
No,
yeah. Scene 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, we then move on to sort of much more sort of action-y showcase for the middle portion of the ride.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You got Jurassic Park and Jaws, and I think Bourne was here too.
Yes.
Yep.
And Fast and the Furious.
Yep.
Yeah.
To be completely honest, they have Jurassic Park, and they have Jurassic Park where you're going down a river.
Like that was a big thing that we were kind of discussing as well, was trying to fit in IPs that aren't in the park, really. But most of their highest grossing and most of the most popular films are in the park.
Right. Don't get me wrong, like Jurassic Park's my favorite movie of all time, and having any sort of reference to it is always exciting.
Why does this not surprise me?
It's a movie about zoos, but it's a big dinosaur zoo. It should not be shocking at all.
Yeah.
There should be absolutely no surprise there. The only surprise should be that I don't like Jurassic World more because it's actually in an open zoo.
Yeah.
Yeah, then you can go between E.T., King Kong, or Back to the Future.
Yeah.
I would be happy if I got any of these, and that is how you know you have a good selection.
Right.
Like the second scene, I would be bummed if I didn't get Jurassic Park or Jaws.
Mm-hmm.
Like with this scene, E.T., I would love it. King Kong, I would love it. And Back to the Future, I would love it.
Well, which would you think about Frankenstein or Woody Woodpecker?
They're very similar.
They're just so similar.
There's so little difference between the two of them.
They're two sides of the same coin, really.
Probably wouldn't even be able to get one you had.
Oh, by the way, I would like to take a quick moment to give a shout out to Imagineer Brandon and Ace Astro, who helped me on writing the individual movie scenes. Initially, that all was sort of lumped my way as I was designing it, but kind of trying to map out all of these different scenes was kind of overreaching it for me. So Ace Astro was able. So Imagineer Brandon and Ace Astro came in to help out on that. I wrote the scenes for Frankenstein, Woody Woodpecker, and E.T. Imagineer Brandon handled King Kong, Jaws, and Bourne, and the Bourne trilogy, and Ace Astro handled the other three.
And they all came out really well.
I definitely think there should have been a just a segment where you go into like an American tale, right, and just make it the most traumatic experience of your life.
That's another thing we talked about for like 5 seconds. Was
we had actually mentioned American Tail a few times in the discussion.
Yeah, when we were gonna have Woody Woodpecker hosting it, like I was literally like, guys, why isn't this a Don Bluth attraction? And then we ended up like,
I mean, I would not say no to a Don Bluth attraction.
Yeah, I mean this project went through a lot of focus shifting. We didn't really have a present team leader, so we were kind of.
Is that a bit of shade that I sense?
No shade, just fact. Like
you
it's
want
not
a name drop?
No, I'm not gonna name drop. I don't. It's fine. Shit happens, but that's. We were kind of flying free for a day or two. But yeah, we talked about a lot of IPs. I know I mentioned we were talking about Cartoon Network for a while.
We were really looking at Adventure Time for a moment.
I was really trying to get Adventure Time off the ground, and no one else was feeling it.
I just realized as you skip past it, the prompt did have you had to have a gift shop too, right? That was a part of it.
Did it?
Yes. A gift shop was part of the prompt.
Oh.
So
we almost cut the post show, and then we did not. It's not good. You don't have to read it.
Read it out loud together.
This is my confession because I tried doing music for it and it didn't work out, so I just wrote a post show.
Yeah, it's a
it's gift shop.
Yep.
Yeah.
We hear more.
I think it would.
We hate gift shops.
I think it would probably look cool.
Gift shops uphold capitalism.
Right. And we hate capitalism.
Damn right.
We're not about that life here on More Pooh Talk.
Yeah, here.
Except Budweiser Zero, the classiest.
We here at More Pooh Talk are all Marxists.
So everybody was considering Adventure Time, apparently.
Good. Adventure Time's a very natural fit. Like we were, because I was iffy with it at first until I realized that SpongeBob StorePants didn't open until 2012, and then after that we could justify it a lot more easily. Sorry, yeah, 2012. Yeah, so we're able to justify it more easily since that store wasn't there already.
The first time I ever went to Universal was 2013, and that felt like one of the oldest parts of it.
Oh, really? That's funny. I looked it up. It said 2012.
That sounds fake. That sounds fake, but okay.
I don't know. I have no idea. But yeah. So we went through like that. I know we were gonna try to do like a Jimmy Neutron type thing, but for like but for Cartoon Network. Then we were talking about Adventure Time. Then we got on Universal generally. And it kind of snowballed from there.
And then we have Team Time, which we or Team Reality, which we have
Team Reality.
We have two people that submitted kind of behind the scenes, I think. Yes.
Who? We might have three.
Oh, you have three?
Who do you have?
I have Pi and Tegan.
Pix put something on the ongoing thread, I think. One of the threads, they put something on there.
Okay.
I think Pix had put something on the ongoing thread.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just got it. I'll pull all those up.
It's okay. This was tough. I try to stay away from Tumblr. You've dragged me back in.
Yeah.
Oh.
This feels very Tumblr.
Yes, it does.
Like if there was if there was one property to do a Tumblr for,
Yeah.
it's
Or
Doctor
Supernatural.
Right. Or what was the other one that was part of that weird like mashup fandom?
Sherlock.
Yes.
Sherlock?
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew there were three. It was like the weird.
The three most disparate properties.
Sherlock and Doctor Who are kind of together.
They're
Aren't they both?
British.
Aren't they both Moffat?
Well, yeah, but
See?
Yeah.
I like
one's a
this idea.
sci-fi show,
That,
one's a detective show.
Yeah. Doctor Who's a detective sometimes.
I want
Yeah,
to. I want to create a fandom that's just like three totally dissimilar. Like, I want the Godfather trilogy. I'm gonna put American Tail 2, Fievel Goes West, and for the third one, we're gonna have to go with Zootopia.
Make a Tumblr for it. Make a Tumblr.
I will. It'll be the
I ship Tiger with Michael Corleone.
It'll be the how do you combine that? It's the Godtopia Goes West, or the Zoo Father Goes West.
It's perfect.
I see Father's Tale.
It's perfect. Father Tale.
Keep an eye out for this new fandom coming to the Armchair Imagineers channel. Where I'm gonna do a
Ron's
4-hour video essay.
On ships and theories.
Yeah, absolutely.
Pergron like looking surprised at the camera.
Yeah.
Is Vito Corleone in Zootopia?
Is Mr. Big actually Don Corleone?
Do the pigeons from American Tail show up in Zootopia?
Is the American Wild West from Fievel Goes West the beginning of Zootopia?
Is Nick Wilde a reincarnated Michael Corleone? It's perfect.
Because they got rid of the porn? Right
Yeah,
there?
probably.
Yeah.
Is Tumblr still toxic? Because that's why I don't like it.
No, most of the toxicity went to Twitter.
Oh, that's true. I like finding where all the old fandoms went to. Like I found out years and years ago that the My Little Pony fandom moved on to Steven Universe, and that hurts me sometimes. And like it's very obvious when you like go on like the Steven Universe subreddit and stuff like that. It's really funny.
It's because you didn't want to move on to Source. You weren't ready to let go of My Little Pony, right?
I don't like I think I saw like maybe 2 episodes of My Little Pony, but I really like Steven Universe, so I went on the subreddit, and it's so painfully obvious that half of them came from My Little Pony fandom. It's really funny. Or they used to. It used to look like that. Like 2014.
Well, now they're going to go on to the Zoo Father Goes Wild.
You gotta get on it. Market's open.
That one goes to Honeybee. I'm not going to claim that one as my own, mainly because I don't want that sin to go onto the reasons I got it out. But yeah, I hate the way all these posts are written, which makes it super, super authentic.
Yeah, I'll say I'm not necessarily wild about the whole Tumblr format, but there's still really neat stuff that they've actually done with the Doctor Who attraction, like just even the simplicity of giving us a little illusion with the TARDIS and going inside it.
Yeah.
I feel like Doctor Who, for everything that it does, is so hard to develop into an attraction, but they just got the absolute spirit of the show in this entire thing.
Yeah, I've never seen a single episode of Doctor Who, but I got the feel that this was like very true to what it was all about.
Exactly.
Now, I could be totally wrong, and I'm glad you're confirming this as someone who I imagine has...
No, because this is no joke. Doctor Who is one of my favorite TV shows of all time.
I also like that everyone got their own little post. I also hate it, but I do appreciate how I appreciate the credits for sure.
Oh yeah.
But let's jump. I'm gonna read what Pix wrote. They said, "My design process was I like Tumblr, and I used to be a big Tumblr Whovian. And I used to write
That's disgusting. I love it.
I don't know what this word is. Gallifreyan.
That's
Gallifreyan.
Correct.
Is that like the language or something in Doctor Who?
Oh,
Yeah.
Once again, more Pooh Talk. I'm out of my element. You strip away animals and Rainforest Cafe, and I have no idea what's going on. And Pi also said that they discuss things like Cartoon Network, Adventure Time. Elf was brought up, which I thought would have been a wild one.
I would love to.
Apparently, Rocky and Bullwinkle was brought up for their team.
Yes,
I would have.
Rocky and Bullwinkle was brought up and bolded.
Yeah, I still need to finish my Rocky and Bullwinkle ride.
D-Hulk was pushing for Rocky and Bullwinkle.
Good. It needs representation.
Yeah, seriously, there's even been new Rocky and Bullwinkle shows made.
Yeah, but they're not that good.
Yeah, they're still kind of fun. Maybe not exactly the same as the original, but hey, at least it's still something with Rocky and Bullwinkle.
Absolutely. Like I've been really wanting to redesign Toon Lagoon to be Rocky and Bullwinkle and Dudley Do Right, like exclusively. I think that could work really well.
Yeah, maybe even throw in like something with Mr. Peabody and Sherman for good measure.
Yeah, well, I know Toon Lagoon already has an Aesop and Son reference, but I don't think they have any Peabody and Sherman. I don't think. It needs more. We need more Rocky and Bullwinkle. Universal's not treating that property correctly.
And Tegan says that they had half of their 32 pages from the first 24 hours. And I can confirm that because I don't know how to turn off email notifications for PM. And I spent like an hour each day deleting email.
My God.
Oh, rest in peace, your inbox.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's the same email that I use for like work notifications. So I delete them all, and then I'm like, shit, did I delete like a work notification? So I have to go through the trash to make sure I didn't. But yeah, they brought up full pitches for Rocky and Bullwinkle, Sonic the Hedgehog, and Willy Wonka.
Cool.
But it came to a deciding vote for a 3-way tie, and then Doctor Who won.
Yeah, that happens sometimes.
Yep. They said their assigned PM didn't show up, so Tegan took the role.
That's the second time. If I had a nickel for every time a PM didn't show up during this,
you'd have
project,
10 cents. You'd have a full dime.
But you'd have two.
I'd actually have 2 nickels.
Which
isn't much, but it's weird that it happened twice.
Yeah.
I'm glad we were both going for the same joke. But yeah, the Tegan wanted to give special recognition to Shannon. I imagine, yeah, Sharon and Susan would be. Is that supposed to be Shannon? Sharon?
Sharon and Susan.
And the magic.
They're on our team. It's probably Shannon and the Magic.
Okay.
I totally forgot that was a player. I am so sorry.
It's okay.
Again, I've just been clearing my email inbox for the past 2 weeks. That's a week. It's insane. yeah, so that was kind of the. They all celebrated with some scorching hot Budweiser Zeros poured into one of Twilight Zone's TARDIS mugs.
Good. That's the only way to drink
Nice.
Budweiser Zero is heated.
It burns off.
Yeah, you gotta boil it first. Get all the grossness out.
Otherwise, you do die.
You gotta distill it back in the water.
I think we discussed this last time. If you don't boil it, you do die.
Yeah, it says that on each can. It says please boil before drinking.
See, Beowulf, I made this when I was.
Please don't consume.
I made this account in 2015. So back then I didn't have a throwaway email, so I can't, and I would love to, but at this point I've resigned to my fate.
That's the spirit.
Okay, it is what it is. But yeah, I know nothing about Doctor Who besides there was like Inspector Spacetime from Community was a parody of that. And that's the most I know. And I like Community, so that's where most of my knowledge comes from, and I imagine that's very little. But yeah, so that's
very little, but it's a great parody. So you have a good start.
There we go. But yeah, we got through 6 projects in an hour and a half.
We did it.
That's a record for More Pooh Talk.
It is. I think if you break it down by how much time we spent on each project, it's probably a reasonable
an
number.
equal amount of time on every project.
Yeah.
For once,
the tangents were evenly split.
Yes, they were. So great job.
The whole thing was tangents, and we showed the projects.
Thank you for joining us in this inaugural episode of brand new More Pooh Talk.
Yeah, if you want to stick around for another 45 minutes, a new episode comes out of our February roundup.
Yeah, all new, all different, More Pooh Talk.
Yeah, we start off every hour, top of the hour. Now on, this is our lives.
Yeah, stay tuned. Stay tuned for after More Pooh Talk.
The More Pooh Talk after.
Talking Pooh.
More Pooh Talk after dark.
Oh no.
That's when it becomes more.
It's where we actually talk. It's where we actually cover the poo part.
Right? So we just discuss our favorite Winnie the Pooh straight-to-video movies.
It's always the same ones, but we always do it after every show.
It's the Great Pooh Adventure.
Oh, yeah, 100% Great Pooh Adventure.
Yeah.
Forever and ever. So
yeah,
that's the one. That's it.
Age of Magic, man.
So,
yeah.
Thanks for joining us. Things are going to get interesting next week because that's when Alex Pergeron and I and Disney Man 1 are in the host chairs collectively.
Yes, it is.
We're going in for some chaos.
The host love seat. We'll all be there.
Yeah.
Wished right next to each other.
As we get ready to present Stanza 10, the Autobot recall.
Yeah, and I'm actually really excited for it.
Yeah. Have you started writing music yet?
No, I'm trying to get us to figure out a fucking IP so I can start writing music. But when we do,
start writing it for every IP you guys discuss.
Yeah, for every IP.
Pretty much. I've already got an idea for my team that I'm really hitching my horse to.
Honestly, I'm kind of liking it too. Stop it, Beowulf, for not doing a Yowie musical. You stop that.
And on that note, thanks for watching More Pooh Talk.
It's been real. It's been fun. Some of us might even say it's been real fun. But now I'm going to tell you what my parents told me when I turned 18.
You're adopted.
In the words of Yakko Warner, good night,
everybody.